Hello everyone, and welcome to Ancient Aether. Today I am starting an adventure on the oldest version of the Aether Mod available. Now, I've been on a big nostalgic kick recently, and after playing a lot of Beta 1.7.3, I've decided to make a playthrough on one of the most iconic mods ever. I remember exploring this dimension for the first time. I remember watching YouTube playthroughs of this mod for the first time, and so, I think it's time to go on a trip down memory lane. Okay, let's not delay this anymore. Let's go ahead and light this portal. Okay, if this ain't nostalgic, I don't know what is. Alright, everybody, I have the mod installed now, so this should work. Also, this is totally the exact same world that last clip was on. This is totally not my fourth attempt at filming this video. So without further ado, let's go to the Aether. Okay, it works, it works. Alright, you guys, welcome to Ancient Aether. That's right, we can finally start this series. I have been thinking about making this series for a long time, and I am so excited. We won't be needing that bucket anymore. And oh my gosh, guys, 2 silver dungeons and a gold dungeon right next to where we spawn. That is some crazy luck. I will say, in my other attempts to record this, I think the dungeons are pretty commonly spawning, which is very nice, because eventually we're gonna want to go get dungeon loot, and we will be able to do so. So, I'm very excited about that. But let's go ahead and get started with this. We just gotta chop down a couple trees. But yeah, welcome in, you guys. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I hope you guys enjoy your stay here on my channel, and I really hope you guys stick around for the rest of the series, because this is going to be a really fun world. I've got a lot planned for this map. Alright, a fresh set of holy stone tools. We can properly start enjoying this world. Now that we've got the basics out of the way, we can just kind of explore, and talk. And that's the point of this series. I want this to be a series where I just kind of sit down and rant to a camera for 2 or 3 hours and edit it down, and you guys got something you can watch while you work or whatever. That's kind of the point of this whole channel. Is the way I use YouTube is I like to watch it while I'm playing Minecraft or while I'm at work, or so I want this to be something that y'all can do that too. We're just chilling out and collecting some resources and trying to find a cool spot to settle. This is Ambrosium here right now. If you guys don't know much about the Aether, it has its own set of ores, which is really cool. I'm not normally going to be focusing on ores like this right off the bat, but, I'm seeing it so close to spawn, and it will be... Oh my gosh, there's a dungeon right there. We will not be tackling that this episode, but, good to know it's right there. Okay, 1 Zanite and a couple pieces of Ambrosium. I was hoping to find a little bit more, but, you know what, whatever. Okay, these guys are scary, especially right next to the edge, because if you let them attack you, they don't just, do damage. They grab you and will control you, and you can't really do much. But they do drop blue arrow cloud, which is very nice. Oh, and there's gravitite down there as well. I'm actually just going to screenshot that, because I don't have a nice enough tool to grab that, but we will grab that later. But yeah, so for this first episode, I'm mostly going to be just exploring, looking for a place to settle and build my starter house, and then the next episode I'll be focusing on a lot more of the actual exploring and resource gathering. But yeah, this is meant to just be a chill series. I'm not particularly rushing anything. I just want to be able to sit down and talk with you guys, have a little outlet to, just say what I want to say, because things are getting pretty crazy right now in the world, and I just want to be able to talk to y'all, have someone to talk to. I hope you guys enjoy listening. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of podcast vibe that I'm going for. It's not really a podcast, but yeah. Ooh, there's some Zanite and some Ambrosium. I probably won't go for that Ambrosium, but the Zanite does look very nice. And some sheep down there. I will be gathering a lot of sheep, because the only way to get wool is by killing them. There's no breeding mechanics in this, so I just have to collect wool when I see it, because I won't be finding it any other way. Oh. Goodbye. I'm actually not getting many Aether sounds, which is quite unfortunate. I'm hoping that those will pick up here in a little bit. Maybe my audio is really... Oh, my sound is really low. That could just be half of it. Yeah, that makes a big difference. I'm glad I adjusted that. One thing I will say is I hope you guys don't mind if my commentary sounds a little bit stiff. Part of it is because I want this first episode to be absolutely perfect, so that you guys, have a really good video to introduce you to the topic. But also because, it's been, I don't know, 3 years since I've actually done live commentary on a video. and done a Let's Play style video, so, you know, it's just, I'm kind of stiff a little bit, and I need to start working on recording and getting used to it again, and this is kind of the main way for me to do that. I don't really know where this series is going. I mean, I have some ideas for what I'm going to build, but that's about it. So this is just kind of a join for the journey kind of thing. But yeah, so right now we are just looking for a place to settle. I would like a nice flat area with plenty of space to also have a tree farm, because wood and stone is our main building block. We don't really have a lot of building blocks here in this dimension. So I need a lot of space to harvest trees. I kind of like that area. It's already nice and flat, but I don't think it's big enough for our purposes. But gotta be careful around these, because... Here, watch this, watch this. Woo! Yeah, and that will happen if I step on it too. I really don't want that to happen to me. So yeah, we're looking for a little area. I'm already walking back towards the portal, which is unfortunate, because I've done a little bit of a circle, but you know, while we're walking back, I might as well go ahead and take a screenshot of the coordinates. Those are going to be useful. What is that tree up there? Those are trap doors. Excuse me? That makes no sense. I wonder if it's conflicting with another mod I have installed. It totally could be conflicting with another mod I have installed. Speaking of, let's go over the mod pack I have for this. Oh, wait, real quick, we've got to go over the bunnies. These are the best part about this mod. They're so cute, and you can put them on your head. You can put them on your head, and they make you take, like, you fall slower, so you don't take fall damage, which is really nice. But you gotta be careful, because if you walk under, like, if I were to walk right here, he'd take damage, because he's technically a third block. So I will not carry him around, because I probably will get him killed. But yeah, anyways, let's talk about the mods I have installed. So it's not just the Aether. I want the Aether to be the main focus of the mod pack, but at the same time, like, the Aether alone is a little, like, it's pretty barren. There's definitely stuff to do, but I think it's kind of hard to make a full series out of it when there's only the dungeons and so few building blocks. So I wanted to go ahead and add in some extra stuff to do. Mainly the thing that I want to add is the Zepellin mod. And so we have an airship controller, which unfortunately does take iron. We will address that problem later in the next episode. I love the idea of Zeppelins. Zeppelins in this mod just make so much sense, because, you know, like, you're able to make a airship that you can fly around and explore this terrain, and I think it's just so fitting, because you can be like a literal solar sailor. I also included a Aether add-ons, and all it really does is give some extra dungeon loot. It gives some really good gear to get from the silver and gold dungeons, which is really nice for endgame because it helps with resource collection. But that's really the only reason I've added that. Let's see, what else do we have? Obviously, we have how many items, which is going to be very helpful for if I need to find out the recipes for anything or just seeing what's available. But I obviously do not have it on cheat mode. I will not be cheating in the series. I promise. I just want to make sure that is clear. I mean, I'm also running single player commands, and that is another mod that is used to cheat. So I just want to make sure it's clear. I'm using these for cinematics, or for, you know, I had to install how many items because I wasn't going to just start this series by going and getting glowstone and doing it all the natural way. Like, I know that is how it's kind of designed to be played, but I want an Aether world, not a world that I start in the overworld. So I kind of like that island, actually. I kind of really like that island. That's like the perfect size to put a house on. It's also really close to the edge, so I can put a nice airship dock. That might be where we settle. I really like that idea. But yeah, so don't worry, we'll not be cheating. It's just I have these mods installed for, you know, the ease of making cinematics and stuff like that. Is that another gold dungeon? I think that's another one. And then all of that looks really cool. So I'm really excited that that can be the view. Be very careful. I need to collect blocks to bridge over there. Oh my gosh, those things are so annoying. They just push you around so much. And there's so many of them spawn. Like, there's 5 of them looking at me right now. Okay. I'm gonna, like, dig down a little bit like this so that they're not all staring at me. Oh, is there another dungeon down here? That's what it looks like. Oh, come on. Oh, there is another dungeon down here. That's great, actually. Okay, I say we just go for it. We just try and do it really quick. Eventually, I will make a much fancier bridge, but... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, go for it. I think if I just keep going, they won't be able to hit me. because they'll like be aiming behind me, but they are actually aiming really close to me, and I really hate that. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I really don't like this, please. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I made it, I made it. Okay, so I think this is going to be the island where I settle, because honestly, this is just a really cool island. I love how it's got a nice view of the gold dungeon and this really nice scenery of all of the sky islands over there. So I think this is a good spot to settle. I'm gonna plop some chests down and just throw some stuff in here for now, I guess. Let's... Ooh, okay, please stop doing that, sir. I'm also gonna go ahead and drop some torches down, just because I'm scared that when we hit nighttime, scary mobs will spawn and kill me. And there's no beds, so there's no way for me to set my spawn in here at all. If I die, I've got to walk all the way back here. So I'm just going to clear out this top layer because I'm going to need to do it eventually anyways for when I build my base. I want to get a safer bridge going because I'm not going to be able to have my tree farm and everything on this island. I'm regularly going to have to be going back over there. So I don't want to put myself at risk. Oh my god. I'm honestly... I'm gonna do this. See, I need to do this. This is bad. Like, I'm going to die to one of those things again if I don't do this. Like, it's awful. They're so annoying. Okay, let's finish this, and then we're gonna make that bridge thicker so that we're not at risk of dying every single time we cross it. One cool thing you might notice about this mod is that all of the different types of tools have different uses. Ooh, there's so many sheep that I can kill. Yeah, so, like, you might have noticed that I just got some ambrosium just for mining dirt, and that's one of the nice things about holy stone tools, is that you can get ambrosium just for mining anything. And the other tools have other uses as well. So the Zanite tools, as the durability goes lower, you actually do more damage, or you mine faster. And the gravitite stuff makes the mobs you hit fly up into the air or something. There's a lot of cool utilities that, you know, each single kind of item has, which is really nice, because... Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. I'm about to die. Oh, where was my stuff? Where did my stuff just fall? Oh my god. I have been playing for 20 minutes. I have only been playing for 20 minutes. This is stupid. Okay, well, I mean, I only had stone tools and stuff, and I did screenshot my coordinates, so... I guess we just go back. God, it is a really good thing I decided to not do this on hardcore. I think I went that way. I think I was over that way. We'll find out. One way or another. Maybe I was like that way. Because I do remember going up by the silver dungeon. I hope I dropped off all of my ambrosium and zanite in the chest, but we will find out. The long walk back begins. I assume I'm walking in the right direction, but I don't actually know for sure. Let's get to the top of this mountain. Maybe we'll have a better idea once we get up there. Oh, that was it. That was the island. Okay. We're really not far away from the portal, which is nice. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I died already. Like, I was just talking about how I died in previous playthroughs, and, you know, I wouldn't do it this time. I know how to avoid the air whales. I think those are the air whales. I actually don't know what those, like, whooshy boys are. But I think they've now been dubbed whooshy boys. There's no way I'm calling them anything else other than that from now on. Okay, at least we're almost back to the base. And there's a scary Moa down there that I need to be careful of. And those guys are scary too. I do really love how good of a job they did at making this a so-called hostile paradise. It gives paradise vibes, but it is very hostile at the same time. Yeah, you know what? As much as the developer really makes me mad, they did a good job. He did a good job. Getting stone tools for the second time. Hopefully I don't have to do it for a third time. I don't really know if I talked about my plans for the overall series so far. I know I definitely mentioned that this episode would be kind of just exploring and building my starter house, but I do have plans for further episodes. I did talk about how I'll be bringing up stuff about the Zepellin mod pretty soon, and that's because, oh my gosh, I have one of these things chasing me too. I need to make a sword real quick. But yeah, so I think the next episode, I'm going to start focusing on Zepellin stuff, because, you know, I don't want to face any of the dungeons until I have a good amount of resources. Like, the bronze dungeon is, you know, it's the lowest tier dungeon, but it is a fight, and that's for sure. So I want to have full Zanite armor before I even consider going in there. Full Zanite armor and multiple Zanite pickaxes to fight the Slider boss. So basically my plan is, this first episode is going to be pretty much just exploring and building my base. Oh, I forgot this is right below us. That's really cool, actually. And then the second episode is going to be building Zeppelins and becoming like a solar sailor, you know, doing a bunch of exploration and collecting a bunch of resources. And then the third episode, I will definitely be fighting the Slider boss. Yeah, we've got a couple steps to go through first, but we gotta have a starter base. We gotta have a place to call home first. I need you to chill out, dude. He is really making me mad. This is where I died last time. I hate you guys. I hate you guys. Just run, just run, just run, just run. Basically, my plan for right now is to just chop a bunch of trees, get a nice forest going. Oh, I need to kill this guy, because he's in my way. Hopefully he doesn't hit me. He did not hit me. If those darts hit you, you're pretty messed up. You cannot control, I mean, you can kind of control. Like, if you press WASD, it does kind of move you in that direction, but also, like, it moves you away from the direction you're telling it to move to. So it's really frustrating. Please tell me this is connected. Oh, that's not connected. I really wanted to chop that whole forest. I need to find a forest to go chopping at. Oh my gosh, I almost just died. I am really bad at this game. Yes, starter house. That's what I was talking about. What do we need for the starter house? Wood and stone. That's literally all I need. I need so much wood and I need so much stone. And also, I think I'm going to try and get a bunch of those white clouds, because those kind of give a window look. Unfortunately, this is the sand. The sand, when smelted into glass, makes yellow glass. And there's no, like, white glass. So, to get kind of a glass texture, I think the white cloud is going to be our best option. Okay, this is one of the scary MOAs. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Oh, I did so good. I did so good. Eventually, you guys will see what those poison darts do. They are terrifying. I just wanted to grab this Zanite real quick, because it is really easy to grab. I just needed to kill that guy. Let me know if you guys think that I talk too much. I mean, like I said, this is for me to yap. Like, that's the whole point of the series, is for me to yap. But I also, you know, kind of want it to be something that you guys can relax to. And if you feel like I'm talking way too much, then it's hard to really enjoy it. I don't know. So let me know what you guys think of these videos. Like, I really do want to make some videos that you guys can just sit and enjoy and not be stressed about stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like I always have to defend myself, defend why I'm making the video or whatever. But I know I don't need to. It's just kind of, yeah, it's a personal thing. One thing I think I am actually about to do is I'm going to start using wooden tools. Because the really nice thing about Skyroot tools is the fact that they drop double ore. You might have actually noticed it earlier. But yeah, when you break a block with a Skyroot tool, it gives you 2 of that block, which is really nice for harvesting resources because it doesn't actually chop all that slow. It chops, I mean, it's a little slow. It's like the equivalent of a stone axe in regular Minecraft, but you're getting 2, so in my opinion, it feels a lot faster. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start chopping. You know, we got a lot of resources to collect, and, you know, in my previous playthroughs, it took me a lot longer to find where I actually wanted to build. In this playthrough, it was a lot easier to find the house, so I expected there to be a little bit more exploration going into it before I actually got to the building process, but, you know, we found the perfect spot really quick, so we're just gonna go straight into the building process. Now, while I want this series to be something that I can just sit and talk and not really worry about what I say, I also want this to be the start of a community where you guys can say what you guys want to say and talk about the kind of things you want to talk about. I really want this to be a place where you guys can talk about the things that you're really interested in as well. You know, I definitely want to take time to yap about stuff that I'm interested in too, but I want to know what you guys are interested in. This isn't just about making videos, this is about making a community. So leave a comment down below about something cool that you are doing, like a hobby you have, or something cool that you're watching that you want to share with the world, and just say something about it. Say something about it. I'll make a collection of all of y'all's comments, and then the next episode I'll talk about stuff. Actually, okay, episode 2, that won't be happening because I'm recording episode 2 right after I record this, most likely. I want to start the channel with 3 videos, which would be this episode, episode 2, and then my Skylands playthrough. But episode 3, if I, like, it would be awesome to have a list of, you know, a bunch of things that y'all are interested in me talking about, interested in me learning about, and, you know, maybe I know about them already. And so, like, I'll go ahead and get the ball rolling and start talking about the shows I've been watching recently. The first one that comes to mind is I've finally started watching Stranger Things. I know a lot of people have seen the show many years ago, and this is very old news for them. But, you know, I'm one of those people where if something's popular, I'm kind of like, ooh, I don't want to watch that. It's popular. Like, I don't know. I'm a weird contrarian person. Because of that, it took me so long to finally getting around to watching the show, but recently my girlfriend convinced me to, and oh my gosh, I am loving it. It's really spooky. I am not somebody who likes horror a lot, and I'm definitely pretty spooked by it. From somebody who also really enjoys, like, knowing how film and videos and TV shows are produced, it's really interesting to me because the way they shoot all of the scenes and the dialogue, it's all so well thought out. It's so suspenseful. I love the plot line so far. Like, I don't know a lot about it. I'm only, like, you know, a little bit over halfway through the first season, but I am so involved. Like, my girlfriend and I literally, we spent like 6 hours yesterday watching it. That was our entire Saturday, was just watching that. So yeah, if you guys watch Stranger Things or, you know anything about it, please let me know in the comment section down below, because I would love to talk about it. Hopefully by the time that I've uploaded this and you guys have had a chance to comment and talk about it, I will have watched more of the show and I'll have more to say. The other show that I've been watching a lot of recently is The Clone Wars. I love the Star Wars universe. It's always so interesting to me, but I pretty much have only ever seen the Star Wars movies, you know. I've watched 1 or 2 of the Disney films, but when I talk about the Star Wars movies, I'm talking about the originals, you know, the first 2 trilogies. Other than that, I haven't really consumed much Star Wars content. I think I watched Obi-Wan, which was a really good show, and so I started watching The Clone Wars recently, and oh my god, it is so good. I am so deep in that show. I love how you can see how they're going to allude to things in the original trilogy, and like you'll see like Chancellor Palpatine say something and then like look to the side and smirk, and you're like, oh, that's because he's about to kill everyone or something crazy like that. I don't know. It's just so fun to see how like the stories patch together. And so I've been really enjoying watching that recently. That's one of the shows that I've just kind of been watching in the background while I play Minecraft or work or something. Let me know if there are any shows that you guys have been watching a lot of recently, or a new one is coming out that you're excited for, or whatever. Like, I want to know what you guys are interested in. I want to know what kind of people my videos attract. I've been on YouTube for so long. I've been making YouTube videos since I was like 12. Most all of them have been Minecraft YouTube videos. Some videos focused on like Apex Legends or Rainbow Six Siege or CSGO, but you know, that was only for a short period of time. For the most part, all of my videos have been focused on Minecraft. And so I have so much experience making YouTube videos, but every single time I focus entirely on, okay, this is what the video is going to look like, this is the title and the thumbnail, and I completely neglect thinking about the kinds of people I want to watch my videos, the kind of community I want to grow. I think that's what I'm really focusing on this time with trying to make a YouTube channel, is I really want to make a channel where you guys can, you know, just hang out. I want it to be a safe space. I want everybody to feel welcome, and I want to, you know, make content that you guys are interested in and feel included in. You know, I don't want this to just be like about me, because it's not about me. A successful YouTube channel takes multiple people. It takes the creator, and it takes an audience that actually likes the creator. And so if there's anything that you think my videos could benefit by improving, and you want to let me know in the comments down below, please let me know. I would love to see it. That would be incredible to hear you guys' opinions about what I'm making. So yeah, like this is a community. I don't want this to just be like me making videos and that's all it is. So I'm willing to bet by now you're probably tired of watching me chop trees and yap. I'm probably just going to finish off these few axes and then head back to where my base is and try and plant a bunch of trees, but I want there to be something different for y'all to pay attention to. I mean, I know like our attention spans are all zapped. No, I don't think anybody's attention span is what it used to be, so I'm sure y'all are getting bored of watching me chop trees. So yeah, I will see you guys in just a little bit once I make it back to the house. Hello, can I help you? Oh. I guess not. Alright, I've used up all of those axes. I think that was about 6 wooden axes. And we have a good amount of wood. I don't know if it will be enough, honestly. Like, because so much of these builds are going to be logs or planks, I don't know if we'll have enough. But I've also collected a decent amount of saplings, so hopefully we'll be able to go ahead and start our own forest a little closer to where I'm settling down. You know what? While I'm here, I'm going to need a bunch of this white air cloud, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some of it because this is a really nice cloud to mine. You know, a lot of them spawn so high up in the air like that it's just impossible to get up and mine them, so we're gonna grab this. I shouldn't need too much of this because I do think that I'm just gonna be using it for windows and such, but it's good to go ahead and grab it now, then worry about it later. Alright, 2 stacks of air cloud, that should be plenty, so I guess it's time to head back for real now. Oh, there's some glowstone on the ground. So glowstone drops from those slimes that I was showing you earlier, except I showed you the blue slime, which drops the blue arrow cloud, which you can see right there, or over there. But if you kill the yellow slimes, you get glowstone, which is actually pretty nice, because I really like having a way to get that. I think it's going to be a very useful block down the line in this game, but yeah, it's going to be a while before we can actually really use it. For right now, we're just going to be collecting it whenever we see it, but it's, yeah, it's nice to have. One nice thing about Ambrosium is it heals you directly. So, you know, we could use this to heal, although you do have to really spam it, so I'm not going to do that because you can use Ambrosium to smelt this holy stone, which will make healing stones, which heal 2 hearts instead of just half a heart. So I will be going for that instead. Still going to need a lot of Ambrosium though, so we're going to... I saw this as I was walking, and I think I'm going to grab it as well. Oh, this is not the way to get to it, but I guess it works. Okay, run. I don't want to get stuck out here again. Not again. Eventually we'll make a better bridge, but for right now, I'm just going to be scared every single time I cross it. But welcome back. We are back at the house now. Well, if you can call this a house, but whatever. Tons of wood we can go ahead and drop off. We'll drop off the glowstone and stuff as well. Real quick, while we're here, I'm going to show you what I was talking about making those healing stones. So to do that, you make an enchanter with a Zanite and 8 holy stone, and drop that down, and let's get some of that Ambrosium. Toss the holy stone in there, some Ambrosium. Actually, we'll go and toss all 30 in there. And this will make us healing stones after a while. It takes a lot longer to smelt. So... and let's go ahead and start planting a big forest up here, because I'm going to need a lot of wood moving forward. It's probably best to just go ahead and make a forest near my base while I can. Oh, we made it. I'm going to get spooked every single time. I also love how there is a dungeon right under our base. Like, we settled on top of a dungeon. That is just so cool. Oh, and there's Zanite right here. How have I not noticed this Zanite? Like, it is right next to the entrance to my base. So now, let's just go ahead and plant all of these trees. Okay, that's all of our saplings planted. Oop, I almost died there again. I've almost fallen down that hole twice now. Anybody looking at me? Anybody looking? All right, cross. Oh, I heard one. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Okay, we should be safe now. I don't think they can knock you over a block, so I think that is protected, but I am still scared anytime I go past it. I think actually what we need to do next is I'm going to make a bunch of skyroot pickaxes and we are going to go mining. Because like I said, you know, our main two building resources are stone and wood. And so we're going to do exactly what I did for the trees and just use a bunch of skyroot pickaxes so that I can get plenty of stone. The most important question is, where do I mine? Let's make some torches so we're not, you know, you guys aren't sitting in the dark. I don't want to do that to y'all. Okay, and this is what I was talking about. You make healing stones, and these heal 2 hearts per pop. So a lot better than just the half a heart. We're going to need a bunch of those, which means we're going to need a bunch of ambrosium. Yeah, I think we'll honestly just start kind of digging out this area in here, because eventually we could turn it into something else, which would be really cool to have kind of a base down there as well. Some torches. Oh. Oh. Is there's must be a dungeon right here. Oh, there is. I said I wasn't going to explore this yet, but I really, really want to. I guess this moss stone is going to be another thing that we can actually use to build. The dungeon blocks are some of the nicest building blocks in this game, but I think for the most part we actually can't mine them yet. Let's just walk in here and see if I'm spouting the truth or if I'm saying absolute nonsense. So, you know, all of these blocks are good to mine, but... Oh, we can mine these. Oh, that changes it. That changes it completely. I wasn't actually intending on going into one of these dungeons yet, but... kind of just want to take a look. This is a big one, actually. It winds a lot. Oh my gosh. This one's huge. Oh my gosh. That scared me. Okay, well, we have a lot better access to building resources than I thought we did. That's the dungeon boss. This is the guy we want to be scared of. I can walk in here and he will not aggro on me. You have to hit him to aggro him. Yeah, this dungeon is huge. It's got plenty of resources in here. So, I was actually worrying about the building. Whoa, wait. This is 2 dungeons connected to each other. That's awesome. So I actually do have access to a lot more building blocks than I thought I did. We will not be fighting a dungeon boss today. I don't even want to loot these chests. You know, I want to leave some of them for down the line. But I will harvest a bunch of these blocks, because these are going to be so nice for adding a little bit of texture to our builds. You know, we're not working with a lot of blocks. Like, our block palette is very minimal. So having another kind of stone will help so much in the long run. One reason our block palette is so limited is because this is a very old version of the Aether, which I have mentioned. This version of the Aether does not have skyroot slabs or skyroot stairs. It doesn't have holy stone slabs or stairs. Our literal only option is fences. Fences, and they're oak fences. They're not even like the skyroot fences. So we're pretty limited on what we can actually choose to build with. Having a mossy holy stone will help a lot. I didn't even notice this in the other playthrough attempts, so I'm really excited to have found this. I don't know why I was under the impression that I wouldn't be able to mine these blocks. I really thought that the dungeon blocks would be protected until you were actually able to kill the boss. And so I was thinking, okay, well, you know what? We'll go ahead and build the house, and then when episode 3 comes around and I actually start fighting the bosses, I'll be able to mine the blocks and then upgrade the house from there. But it appears that I'm able to get a lot of this before even killing it, so that helps a lot. Okay, 4.5 stacks of mossy stone, that should be plenty. I don't think I'm actually gonna need to use that much. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna start collecting a lot of the stone bricks that are in here as well. Just out of this front room. Oh... You can't mine them with the skyroot pickaxe, which is quite unfortunate, because I won't be able to get double. I think this is one that triggers something. Yep. Yeah. So now can I mine this block? No, you can't. Okay, let's make 2 holy stone pickaxes, because I'm going to want to collect a ton of these resources. Let's also grab all of this ambrosium. Does it mine with a skyroot pickaxe? Oh, it does. Okay. You know, it's going to take a lot longer to mine this ambrosium, but I think it's worth it with the skyroot pickaxe, because we're going to need so much of it. Okay, I've cleared out a decent chunk of this room of its carved stone, and I think that should be plenty. I'm only really planning on using it for the trim of the roof, so I don't think we'll need a lot of it. For now, I think that's all of the resources we'll need from that area, though. We'll go back down there some other time. I'll leave an entrance visible just so I know it's still there. But yeah, for now, actually, let's go ahead and drop off our resources first. These guys, I'm so scared being up here. Like I haven't been scared playing a video game in a long time, and it's just so crazy to me that the one that's actually terrifying me is Minecraft, and it's because I have so much good stuff right now, so many valuable resources. Why'd you fly that fast? Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Finish it. All right. It should be a much safer way back now. Let's drop off all the resources we collected, and then it will be time to actually go mine stone. I'm so happy I discovered that I can be mining the dungeon blocks, though, because I was just expecting my base to look really bad. Like, I was not expecting it to look good. Now, we go mine stone. Oh, there is a scary Moa in there. I really don't want to fight him. Especially this close to the edge, but I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, some ambrosium. Let's grab that too. Oh my gosh, this was a huge vein of ambrosium. I can't wait to just... Oh, that's so much fun. That's one of my favorite things about the Skyroot pickaxes. Okay. Ready? 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 Let's go. Let's go. Oh, that was quick. I did not last very long, but he's off the edge. He's off the edge, and now... This is what I'm talking about. Currently, I am not pressing WASD at all. I'm not moving, other than moving my mouse. I'm not touching the keyboard at all. So, yeah, this is very dangerous if you're right next to the edge, because you can just fall off. I think if you shift, it won't let you fall down. Like, I'm pretty sure, but it's pretty debilitating. So yeah. Okay. Oh, there's some more ambrosium here. That's nice. Let's light this area up. And now we can start mining this area out into some sort of like little cliffside base. I don't really know what I'd do with it, but I don't want to like make a quarry and then just have a gaping hole in the side of a mountain. Like, I want it to actually serve some sort of use. So we'll figure that out at a later time. For now, let's just get digging. Okay, we've used up all of the pickaxes that I have, and I've got a decent amount of stone. I have a feeling it probably won't be enough for what we're planning on doing, but for right now, it'll be enough to get a good start on the build. So let's go ahead and head back to the island and start planning out what I want to do. There's a green sheep? I have never seen one of you. Die. Thank you. Okay, so I think first course of action is let's make a new shovel, and we're gonna have to do a little bit more terraforming to get this area looking the way I want to. It needs to be a little bit flatter so that I have more space to build. I think just shaving like 1 or 2 layers down should be plenty. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on that. Yo, he just made an egg. I didn't know they just dropped them like that. That's the first time I've ever seen them do that. Okay, that's awesome. Anyways, we have cleared out 1 layer. I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. And I'm also just going to take everything that I can and put it in a chest somewhere else, because I had the brilliant idea of plopping all of my stuff down directly in the middle of where I planned on building. I don't know what I was thinking. So let's grab everything I can right now, and I guess we could put the chest over there, or maybe just like down here, honestly. Yeah, let's just plop a chest right here and add a little barrier so that I don't get knocked off if I'm working on this at the wrong time. Oh, it's turning nighttime for the first time. I don't think I've actually seen nighttime yet. Which is really weird, because I think for some reason the first nighttime takes like an hour and a half to actually get to the point of it turning nighttime. And then after that, it seems like it happens like every 20 minutes or so. At least that's my experience in my previous attempts at recording this, but I don't know for sure. All right, so we have a nice big platform for us to build on, and that means we can start talking about what I actually want to do with this base. The main idea is it's going to be 2 stories tall with a nice big slanted roof. On this side over here is going to be the entrance, because this eventually is going to be a much nicer bridge. So it'll kind of wind into a path, come up a little staircase, and the staircase will lead up to the entrance. The entrance will actually be on the 2nd floor. I think the 1st floor will be more of just a foundation, and then the 2nd floor will actually be where the house really is. On this side, I want it to open up into a very large dock, because this is where the airship is going to go. So we need to plan for that down the line, because that is going to be next episode. But yeah, so now that I've kind of explained a little bit of what I'm thinking, let's just start building. All right, so now I have a little bit of the shape laid out. As you can see, this is probably going to be the front entrance, and then this will be the main build. So let's go ahead and start working on the foundation a little bit. Okay, you guys, so this is the foundation I'm thinking of. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out so far. It does look a little bland, but I think as we add another story, it'll help. I also have been thinking about taking some of this carved stone and adding it down in here, which I think would look really cool, and I also think it would help balance it out a little bit because we're going to be using it as a trim for the roof. Also, one other thing that I just realized is, I know I mentioned earlier that you cannot make like Holy Stone stairs or Skyroot stairs, so I don't know how I'm gonna make a staircase entrance to my base, because there's no stairs. Also, down below, anybody, please let me know if you know how to get a normal skin on Multi-MC with beta versions, because I've been using Multi-MC and I've heard people doing it through Betacraft, but I have not found a way to do it through Multi-MC. And I've already got this mod pack set up on Multi-MC. I really don't want to switch to Betacraft now. But yeah, if anybody knows how to do that, please let me know, because that would help a lot. Okay, so yeah, again, don't really know how I'm going to do a staircase. It might have to be a very depressing staircase, but honestly, let's see how this looks, because this might not be too bad. We'll do like these 3... and it'll come out and just go like this. Because I feel like this won't be too bad. You're gonna have to jump, but that looks cool. I like this. Okay, so we do have a staircase figured out. It's a little scuffed, but you know what, whatever. We are working with what we have. We do not have many other options. I have a feeling we're gonna need to chop more trees soon, because this is all we have to finish the build, but fortunately it looks like everything has grown up there. First, let's go ahead and get started on the actual base. So again, let's continue up all of these pillars. From there, I think we're gonna do... It's gonna be a lot of Skyroot planks this series, unfortunately. I don't know how I feel about the texture of these, but they don't look bad. It's just they all kind of blend together. I feel that way with planks of any variety, really. It's really easy to overuse them, but we don't particularly have a lot of options. So let's just go ahead and go for it. So this is gonna be our front entrance, and I guess we'll bring these up another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's gonna need to go up to 6 so that these are an even 5. And let's keep working on this frame. And actually, that's gonna cause me damage every single time I need to do a pillar, so let's work on this wall first. And now we can bring these up. Okay, that is the 2nd floor done. Let's go ahead and take a look back at our work. Just craft that up real quick. Okay, So yeah, it's gonna look a lot better. We're gonna add in some windows here in a little bit, but for right now, I'm just trying to get the general shape, so I'm not too worried about it. Next step, we're gonna start working on the roof, and I'm actually gonna need a lot more carved stone than this, so we're gonna be taking a visit to the dungeon pretty soon, but I'm also gonna need a lot more wood as well, so we'll do one big resource collecting spree at once. For right now, though, let's grab some dirt and figure out how I want this roof to look. And now, I said I wanted it to be arched, which I really do. I love the look of arched roofs. Or not arched, I don't even know how to describe the kind of vibe I'm going for. But yeah, so we'll do 1 there, 2 there, 3 here, 4, 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do, I'm not gonna do, we're just gonna keep it up until 4. And then when we get to this one, we'll do 5. I don't even know if I did that right, but whatever. Okay. Heal up a bit, because I just wasted a ton of health. Okay, so like that, like that, like that. And then I'm gonna need to do it on the other side as well, so. Okay, I like that. I think that's exactly the kind of vibe I'm looking for. So I'm gonna do this over there. I'm gonna use up all of the carved stone I have to just go ahead and make these obvious where I want to, how I want to build this. But this trim is gonna continue around the whole thing. So I can go ahead and do this as well. And then once we get here, we do the same thing. And now we need to go get more, which is unfortunate. We're gonna need a bunch of this stuff, so I think we have a good enough idea of what everything is going to look like. I am gonna go on another resource collecting spree. Back down into the dungeon we go. Oh my god, what was that? Those things explode? Oh, okay, back to mining. Okay, I've gotten plenty of this carved stone. I think that should definitely be enough to finish up this build. So we're gonna go drop it back off in the chest, and then it's time to chop some trees. Okay, I made 4 skyroot axes. That should give me plenty of wood to finish off this build. Alright, I didn't quite use all of this axe, but I've chopped all of the trees that I planted earlier, so I think that's a good enough sign that I'm ready to be done. Surely this is enough skyroot logs to finish off the house. I don't think we have that much left to do. It's just the roof, pretty much. And, of course, a little bit of decorating. We still have to go in through and add in the windows, but I think that'll be a lot easier to do once I figure out what I want the roof to look like. So, real quick, let's go ahead and just replant all of these saplings, and then we will get back to work on the house. I actually haven't been getting whooshed at in a while. I wonder why that is. It doesn't seem like many of them are really spawning at all. I don't see any of them floating around, but I mean, I just checked, it's on normal, so should be spawning. I don't know. I really love the way this roof is about to start looking. I think it looks awesome. I want to add some of these sentry stones into the outline as well, so I'm going to go ahead and grab those, all of our carved stone, and a stack of dirt just for platforming around, and I think we can go ahead and get back to it. Okay, so the outline of that one is done, and oh my gosh, taken so much damage, almost fell off the edge as well. And there is a little tornado in my base. Perfect. I'm just going to ignore it for now, and let's go ahead and extend this part down, because basically I want the roof to kind of tee into itself. I think that would look really cool. So we're basically building 2 pieces of roof. So it's going to go like this, and then come up just like this, and basically mirror this side. Oh, wait. That's not going to look right. I have to... Actually, it's not going to match that side completely. Either that, or I'll have to go back and redo the other side. But this needs to be out 1 more block, or else it's going to look really funky. And take a bunch of damage again. It's okay, we got healing stones. I'm not going to finish that one, because I'm not going to survive coming down from it again. This will connect straight in over like this. Okay, let's go make some more healing stones, and then we're gonna get started on that roof. But I really think this base is coming together. This is looking awesome. Enchanter is right here. Honestly, I'm gonna make 2. Just because this, it takes a while for these to smelt. And let's craft a bunch of these down into skyroot planks, because we're gonna need a lot of planks to fill in this roof. Okay, hopefully we don't need all of those planks, but if we do, we at least have them crafted up. And let's go back up there and start continuing work on this. I think I am going to actually fix this, because that's going to infuriate me to no end. So let's go ahead and fix this. Oh, wait, I also have to do this side, too. Oh, that's a little frustrating, but whatever. It's gotta be done anyways. Okay, now we gotta clear that out, but I'll do that as I'm laying in the rest of the roof. Let's go ahead and start putting in the planks. Oops. I fell. Alright, you guys, we've finished filling in all of the planks on the roof. I'm about to die. Okay, I'm alright. But I'm using up all of my healing. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that looks really good. I'm very happy with how this is coming out. One thing I may do is in the corner right here, and then in tune with that pillar right there, I might add another trim. I think that would look really cool, so we might do that real quick. Alright, let's see how that looks. Yes, I like that a lot. I kind of want to add one in there, but it might not work. Let's get some more healing stones, because I've been going through health. Yeah, I might add one in there. I think it would look a lot better if I did. But I'll definitely do this on this side as well. Oh, it's turning nighttime again. Maybe it does turn nighttime every single hour, and it just takes forever. It honestly could. Yeah, I think that looks better. It's still like a little wonky, but I think overall it serves its purpose. I've gotten the trim and the roof done. It's time to move on to these openings that I still have left. It's mostly going to be skyroot and skyroot planks, of course. But then I'm also going to break out the air cloud. I'm going to craft up a bunch of sticks because we're also going to make some fences. So let's see. I think it's going to be one big window is kind of the idea. So we'll close it off like that. And then I want the window to be like right in here. I'm thinking maybe like it follows the corners. I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense. It's entirely possible all this just gets cut out and you just see me building. And then fill it in like that. Ooh, I almost died there. And I also need to put some torches in here. I would not be surprised if a spooky guy decides to spawn in here because of how dark it is. That was close. I'm out of healing again. I think that looks really cool, actually. I'm really happy with how that came out. All right, let's do that on all three corners now. Okay, I'm gonna clear these guys out because they totally could get me killed. Come on, shoot at me, shoot at me, shoot at me. Okay. Okay, go away from the edge of the map, please. Please go away from the edge of the map. Honestly, just do this for now. Wait, actually, okay, I have Ambrosium on me. Keep me from dying. So yeah, we have to do that on all 3 corners. And get these acre petals, I believe they're called acre petals, yes. Alright, that should be right, and we just gotta do one more. Ooh, and a bunch of sheep. I don't know if I mentioned it already. The reason I'm grabbing all of this wool is because I want to use it for the sail on the Zeppelin whenever we get around to building that. Okay, one more. Okay, that should be the last main window. Alright, let's take a step back and see how it looks. Alright, yeah, I'm very happy with that. Oh, those are the scary... This is what happens. This is what happens. Is they, like, trap you inside and you can't get out unless you kill them. Oh my gosh, that was scary. I thought I was dead there for a second. I'm right next to the edge. So now I think we just gotta add in all of the windows I want to add. And we're running low on air cloud. Hopefully I don't need too much. So I know for sure I want one here. And I think I want to add some depth. And the way I think I'm going to do that is actually first let's make it a little bit wider. Oh, it's back to daytime. Yay. So I think the way I'm going to do that is by adding this and there, and then we'll add a little bit like that, and then we add the fences. So let's take a step back and see how that looks. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so let's do it right here as well. So like this, and then we cut out this whole slot. I have a feeling I'm going to need to collect some more air cloud, which is kind of unfortunate because it's not exactly easy to get. But it will be so worth it. It's also entirely possible that I just say screw it, and I finish what I can with what I have, and end the video because I have been recording for a very long time already. And as long as I can get one angle to show off kind of what it's going to look like overall, that's all I really need. Because that looks great. And then we put one right here. And then, yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen is I'm going to add one more right here. And then after I finish this window, I will have one single air cloud left. And I will not be able to add in another window. So we're just going to add in this window. And then probably call it a day. All right, you guys, I think that's looking awesome. Yeah, I might go in and extend the fences all the way up to the top, or like connect them right there, one of the two. And I will definitely go and add windows to the other side off recording, but I don't think you guys need to see that. I've already been recording for like 3 or 4 hours, and I need to go get some food and not stare at a screen anymore. But thank you guys so much for watching. I have loved every minute of playing this game. This has been so much fun. Absolutely so much fun. And I cannot wait to record episode 2. But for right now, that's me signing off, and I hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye, everyone.